Hello class, my name is Dr. Long. I will be your professor for this semester. This is History 1112 World Civilization 2 E-Core. I'm delighted to have you this semester. I am a professor at Georgia Highlands College in Rome, Georgia. That's in the northwest corner of the state, north of Atlanta and near the mountains. I'm delighted to have you this semester. As my email indicates, I am a European historian by training. I have published a great deal in European history. I've also lived in Europe for a number of years. I've also traveled widely to Asia, to Latin America, and I particularly enjoy teaching world civilization, both because of my own research and because of my own travels. And I hope that you learn a lot in this class this semester. I hope that irregardless of your major, that you take away things from this class that you can use in your career and for the rest of your life. I hope you really have fun in this class. Now, I realize that all of you, as this is an E-Core class, are coming from colleges and universities from across the state of Georgia, and that's great. That makes for an interesting atmosphere in our class. I want you to know that while I am at Georgia Highlands College up in Rome, I have traveled widely to a number of colleges and universities throughout the state of Georgia. I've served on a number of state committees and attended conferences, so there's a good chance that I've actually been to your campus at some point in time, and I may even know some professors at your campus as well. Now, please read the introduction email that I'm sending to you. Read it very carefully. It has a lot of instructions about how to get started in the class and a number of other things. I'm also posting that on the announcements. And as you get started in the class, you'll notice that I put a lot of things on announcements. I sometimes will send it to you via email so that you have it both ways. What that means is to succeed in this class, you need to go on to GoView on a fairly regular basis to look at announcements, to look at your email there. That way you're informed and you're not lost in the class. And of course you'll have materials to complete on GoView and assignments as well. So it is very important that you are on it on a regular basis so that you don't fall behind. Now, in terms of email, the best way to reach me throughout the semester is the email function on GoView. And so if you have a question at any time, please contact me there. I try to respond as soon as I can. If there's an emergency and for some reason that's not working, please email me at my on-campus email address. And it's my Highlands email, and I've listed that on the very first of the syllabus. Now, for this week, this is an introductory week, and what you need to do is to familiarize yourself with the course. And that is particularly the case if you are new to E-Core in general, and to online classes for that matter. So what you need to do this week, and it's very important that you do it, is to go to the Start Here tab on our course GoView site, and work your way through the materials there to orient yourself to the class. And the whole purpose of that is so that you are familiar with how the class works, with how GoView works, and that we can get started on material the next week. So for this week again, go on GoView, go to the Start Here tab, and work your way through the materials. And that should help you orient yourself so that you're not lost. Now, to make sure that you have done that, and to make sure that you are not indeed lost, you have two assignments for this week as well, and they're related to the materials that you go through. First, you'll have a mandatory attendance quiz. So you'll go through the materials and you'll see it. So take it. And then you will see, after you've taken the mandatory attendance quiz, on the discussion part of our site, you will see an introduction discussions. And what you need to do is to contribute to that. You'll see instructions on the discussion. It's simply to introduce yourself to fellow classmates and to myself, and I'll be on there conversating with you guys as well. So again, the two assignments you have to complete once you've gone through the materials is the mandatory attendance quiz and then the introductions discussion. Now, both of those two assignments are not graded assignments, but because they are needed to ensure that you're not lost in the class, they are mandatory, they are required. In fact, if you don't complete those assignments, and if it's apparent that you're just simply not engaged after the end of this week, and you're just kind of checked out already, you will be dropped from the class. And so you need to complete the mandatory attendance quiz and the introduction discussion by the end of this week, and that is the deadline for those are Friday, January 17th at 12 noon, 12 p.m. So do make sure that you complete them. Again, they're not graded, but they are required for you to continue with the class. So work through the materials on the Start Here tab. You'll see further instructions on my email, and make sure again that you do the mandatory attendance quiz and introduction discussion. Now, after that, next week we'll be getting into materials for the class that are much more substantial, that are not introduction and orientation. And what you will see, and I would encourage you to read the syllabus, because the syllabus has this in much more detail. What you will see is our class is broken into 8 units. And I have attached in my email a course schedule that gives all the deadlines for unit assignments. So please read over that. Please refer to it throughout the semester. It will be very, very helpful. I'll remind you on announcements and email, but that will give you a really good roadmap of what we're doing for the rest of the semester. So do make use of it. Print it out, download it, whatever works for you. That course schedule is absolutely essential. But our class is broken into 8 units, and for each unit you will have materials to complete. That can include some readings, and they're all in GoView for each unit. And in some cases, some short videos to watch. So for each unit, make sure that you complete the materials, take good notes as you go, and at the end of the unit deadline, and again, they're all posted on that course schedule as well as on the calendar, there will be 2 assignments for each unit. You'll have a unit quiz and a unit discussion. And I'm not going to go into all the details on this video. I will send further information on that later. Also, the syllabus has a lot of information on the quiz and the discussions. But for each unit, that's what you'll have to complete at the end of each unit. Also, please note that I do, and I have this set up already in GoView, automatically drop your lowest quiz and lowest discussion. And that will be updated throughout the semester in GoView. So don't be alarmed if you see an assignment dropped. The GoView gradebook just constantly updates that as we go along. And obviously we don't have grades yet, so that doesn't really apply, but you'll see it once we get going into the semester. Now, otherwise in the class, you will have 2 exams. You will have a proctored midterm exam and a final exam that is not proctored. And all eCore classes are required to have 1 proctored exam, and this is really, really important. Proctored exam means that you need to take it at a testing location, typically on your campus. And it is very important that you register for the proctored midterm exam as soon as realistically possible. Don't let that catch up with you because it is required as an eCore policy. In fact, if you don't take a proctored exam, you automatically fail the class. That's an eCore policy. That's not my policy, so you have to do that. So the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and register for the proctored midterm exam as soon as you can. And there are instructions on that on GoView. And you will see reminders and continued instructions as we get into the semester. But don't wait until the very last minute to do that. And lastly, again, you have a final exam towards the end of the semester, and that will not be proctored. You'll just take it in GoView on your own. One last thing as well, I should say, you will have an essay to write, and that will be in Unit 6. That's further in the semester, and I will send more details about that and post more information as we get later in the semester. Well, I hope this video has given you a brief rundown of the class. I hope it's been helpful. If you do have questions, let me know. Again, I'm excited to have you. I wish you all the best this semester. And if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact me. All right. Well, have a good day. Bye.